Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be telling you about a program that we've been using in our classroom. It's called Raz-Kids. If you search it in Google, it's R-A-Z-KIDS. It should be the first one that pops up. Let me go ahead and click on it. And when the website pulls up, you're going to click over here on Kids Login. When you go to the website for the first time, either on an iPad or on the computer, you're going to have to type in the username. So for our class, it's Bailey, B-A-I-L-E-Y 1897. So after you type this in the first time and you use it, you won't have to type it in again, or you shouldn't have to. It'll be down here at the bottom. So you'll need to probably help your child out by typing that in. This program's pretty independent, and like I said, we've been using this in our classroom. So if you help them or give them what to type in, they should be able to do this. The only other thing I could think of that they would need help with would be finding their name if they're not able to do that at this time when the next screen comes up. So like I said, this is our username, Bailey 1897. So then you click go. So then it pulls up all the kids in our class. So then you can help your child find their name if they don't know what their name is, if they aren't able to recognize it already. But a good way to do it is tell them what color, because each row is a different color, and each row has a different shape too. So that way they can familiarize which shape and color is their name. So I have a generic login that I use for demos for our class. I'm going to click on that, and everyone has the same password. It's Apple. And then they click go. So most of the time we will be in this reading room, but the kids also are allowed to come to the star zone. They earn stars when they read so many books and pass quizzes. So as you can see, I have like 900 stars on the demo person. So you could come down, they're allowed to come down here to the star zone and build an avatar and build their own rocket. So it's an incentive for this game. So they're allowed to do that as well. But the main thing we're going to be talking about today is the reading room. We call it the rocket. So if you're on an iPad, we're going to be using the level books, but the level books is usually the first icon. So just always look for the level books that has 3 books. That's what we're going to be using every time, or most of the time. All right, most of the kids in our class will be right now on the 2 A's or A, and they'll move up in level as they progress throughout the year. If they're on double A, they will be just listening to the story and then reading it by themselves. And they need to listen to the story first, and then they'll read it by themselves, of course. When they move on to A, it also has them answering questions. So they do the first 2 components, and they have to answer a question. And it tells them afterwards when they're finished if they got their questions right or wrong. If they did not pass the quiz, it does not give them the green check mark. They have to go back and retake the quiz right then and there or another time. I'm just going to preview what this looks like. I'm not going to play the whole story, but just give you show you a little bit of it.
All Kinds of Faces, written by Annette Carruthers. This face is sad. This face is sorry.
And then it goes on, for the rest of the story. So then, after the kids listen to it one time, or they can listen to it 2 times, however many they want, they have to go back and read All Kinds of Faces and by themselves. And when they're reading it by themselves, we like for them to use their finger to point to each word, so as they're reading it. So this face is happy, and they keep on going. If they get stuck on a word, they can click on it, and they can hear the word again.
Sad.
So this really does need to be independent so we know that they're progressing or not on this level. Because like I said, we will move them up if they're passing these levels. Same with the questions. The AA is not doing questions. They're comprehension questions. But the people that are on the A level, they need to be doing these as best as they can by themselves. Because it does read them the questions and the answers to them. So they should be able to do this by themselves. So on the iPads, it has a speaker next to the questions and answers. If you're on the computer, they just have to click.
What is this story mostly about? Faces can show feelings. Everyone has a different smile.
And then they just click on the answer. We have practiced this in class, so everyone knows how to do this, even the people that don't have questions right now. And then they just click next. And I'm just going to click on answers to show you what it looks like, even if they might be wrong.
You did not pass this quiz.
Okay.
Read the book again or try a different book.
So this is what happens when you do not pass a quiz. If you passed all of them, again, it would be all green at the top, and there would be a check mark when we close out of this. So now when we close out, it's not going to be lit up right here. If we would have passed, it would have been lit up. And so now I need to retake this quiz. And as the teacher, I'm going to get a message saying that I did not pass this quiz also. So I get reports daily on who read what book and who took what quizzes and how much reading time each student does too. So that's one thing I like about this program. I can see how much time each student has read. One last thing, if your child likes certain kinds of books, like animals, art, there's all sorts of topics, food, friendships, they can go through and find books on their level and read them, because students are going to want to read books that are more interesting to them. So you can click on topics there at the top and find books that are on what they want to read. All right. So if you have any questions on Raz-Kids, just let me know. Like I said, there's an app and a website for it. And the kids should be very familiar with it. They need to listen to the story first, then read it by themselves. Like I said, it's very independent. And that's it.